down here. Ooh. Really slide up and down between the notes. Here we go. Feel your voice slide.
Charlie Brown. My name is Amy Riley. I'm the artistic director of the Flint Theater Company.
And my name is Alex Hudson, and I was the director of this show.
Yeah, so thank you all. Right off the bat, we need to thank our sponsors. Without whose support, we would not be able to bring the quality of production that we get to bring all summer long through all of our performances. Our sponsors include a very generous anonymous donor, PCC, Northfield Savings, and 7 Days. So let's give them Our summer musicals are part of the education department, and we do 3 shows a summer. And this summer is our 10th anniversary. We've done 21 musicals in the Space Station. And what's super special is that the first one we ever did down here was You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. That is why we are doing this again this summer. We are thrilled to be able to bring an encore performance of the first show we were able to do down here. And another reason that we want to be able to talk about the program is that we are wanting to be able to bring more students and people into this world of ours, that we create these magical things. The summer musicals are a part of the education department, as I had said, but it also includes show choirs and the acting classes that we teach after school. And we want to just bring more community members in. So within your program, you're going to see this lovely envelope. And if you feel like you want to give generously or even a little tiny bit, anything helps. And it really will help us be able to continue to sustain and provide this kind of opportunity to children in our community. So thank you very much, and take it away, Alex.
I just wanted to say thank you to my production team, because if I didn't have these folks over here, back there, and all the volunteers that came in to help with hair and makeup, we could not do this show. It's never lost on me how beautiful it is that all these people come together, 13 days ago, with just a script and nothing, and then this happens, and it's so extraordinary. I feel so privileged and honored to know your kids and to work with them and watch them grow. They're smart and clever and funny and silly and creative and so welcoming to each other and to me, because this was my first year directing, and I've had so much fun. So I really hope that you enjoy the show and you feel as proud of them as I do. So thank you so much.
And we took a lot of phenomenal photos of the show, so you don't have to take any here tonight. Thank you all. Enjoy the show.
Okay, I'm trying on
After all, science has shown that a person's character isn't really established until they're at least 5 years old.
But he is 5. He's more than 5.
Oh well, that's the way it goes.
Good man, Charlie Brown.
The only thing wrong with my big brother Charlie Brown is his lack of confidence. His inferiority and his lack of confidence. His clumsiness, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence. His stupidity, his clumsiness, his inferiority, and his...
Charlie Brown, you're the kind of reminder we need.
Did you know that Charlie Brown has never been able to pitch in a winning baseball game? Never been able to keep a kid in the air? Never won a game of checkers and never successfully punted a football? Sometimes I marvel at his consistency.
Nobility and a sense of honor that is very rare indeed.
I think Charlie Brown has nice hands. You try acting excited when that round-headed kid comes home from school.
A prince and a prince could be king.
Now, Peggy Jean, I want you to take a good look at Charlie Brown's face. This is what I call a failure face. Notice how it has failure written all over it. Study it carefully, for you rarely see such a good example. Notice the deep lines, the dull, vacant look in the eyes.
Yes, I would say this is one of the finest examples of a failure face that we're liable to see for a long while.
Good man, you're a good man.
Some days, I like to wake up early and watch the sunrise. And I think of how beautiful it is, and how my life lies before me. And I get a very positive feeling about things. Like this morning, for instance. The sky is so clear, and the sun's so bright. How could anything go wrong on a day like this? I'm late!
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're the kind of reminder we need. You have humility, nobility, and a sense of honor that is very rare indeed. You're a good man, Charlie Brown, and we know you will go very far. Yes, it's hard to believe, almost frightening to conceive what a good man you are.
You are kind.
You are kind to all the animals and every little bird. With a heart of gold, you believe what you're told.
Every single solitary word.
You bravely face adversity. You're cheerful through the day. You're thoughtful, brave, and courteous.
And you also have some bolts, but for the moment, let's just say
That you're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a prince and a prince could be king. With a heart such as yours, you could open any doors. You could go out and do anything. You could be King Charlie Brown. You could be
Everybody says to me,
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
every voice in harmony.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
All I need is one more try. Gotta get my kite to fly. And I'm not the kind of guy who gives up easily. Wonder why they stop to say,
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
never liked me anyway.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Trying not to rock the boat, not to make a scene. A good man, yes, but I confess I don't know what they mean. I wanna rise like I should and do everything right, but I lie awake at night
Never sleep,
with questions in my ear.
loud and deep.
I want to join the dance,
Take a leap,
but the answer isn't clear. Then I hear
Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown, you're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Get on the bus! Get on the bus! Go ahead, get on the bus, Charlie.
Don't want to be late for school.
That's right.
don't want to be late.
Don't want to be late for school. You're a good man, Charlie
There
Brown.
they go
The
again.
kind of reminder we need.
Don't know what they
You have
mean.
humility,
I'm not
nobility, and a
good.
sense of
I'm not
honor
fast.
that's very
I'm
rare
sort
always interested people. I must admit, however, that I don't know much about it. I wasn't even there when it happened. My report, however, asks the question, where will it all end? And that's my new philosophy.
Her old philosophy was, whatever, who cares?
No, it was, how should I know?
We all need a philosophy to carry us through troubled times.
Excuse me, but what happens when your philosophy fails?
We turn to that most desperate of ancient cries. Mom!
What in the world is that? Oh, it's my spelling homework.
You can't turn in spelling homework that looks like that, Big Pants.
There's dirt all over it.
That's the messiest looking paper I've ever seen.
Maybe you're right. Do you have a dirt eraser?
No, but I do have a hanky to clean your face with. Here. Where are you going? Look, Marcy, my ads in the paper. How wanted. Attractive young lady can't remember history dates and doesn't understand fractions. Call Peppermint Patty at the number below. What do you think, Marcy?
You're extremely weird, sir.
I think lunchtime is about the worst time of the day for me. Always having to sit here alone. Of course, sometimes the mornings aren't so pleasant either. Waking up and wondering if anyone would really miss me if I never got out of bed. Then there's the night too, lying there and thinking about all the stupid things I've done during the day. And then all those hours in between, when I do all those stupid things. Well, lunchtime is among the worst times of the day for me. Well, I guess I better see what I got. Peanut butter. Some psychiatrists say that people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. And when you're really lonely, the peanut butter can stick to the roof of your mouth. Boy, the PTA sure did a good job of painting these benches. There's that cute little redheaded girl eating her lunch over there. I wonder what she would do if I went over and asked if I could sit and have lunch with her. She'd probably laugh right in my face. It's hard on a face when it gets laughed in. There's an empty place right next to her. There's no reason why I can't just get up and go sit down right there. I can do that right now. All I have to do is stand up. I'm standing up! Oh, I'm sitting down. I'm a coward. I'm so much of a coward, she won't even look at me. She hardly ever does look at me. In fact, I can't remember a time where she ever has looked at me. Why shouldn't she look at me? Is there any reason why she shouldn't look at me? Is she so great and I'm so small that she can't even spare one little moment? She's looking at me.
No, Violet. You're thinking of that other dress, the one I wore to Eudora's party? The one I'm talking about went much better with my naturally curly hair. It was light blue and had design embroidered around the waist.
I don't remember, Rita.
It went something like this. And it went out like this and had a sash and these puffy sleeves like this.
Oh, I remember. It was alright. Mine was more expensive.
Anyway, that was the one I was wearing last week. And I met Pikachu and she said she'd see one.
Lunchtime is among the worst times of the day for me. That little redheaded girl is looking at me with this stupid bag on my head. She must think I'm the biggest fool alive. But if she isn't looking at me, maybe I can just take it off quickly and she'd never notice it. On the other hand, I can't even tell if she is looking until I take the bag off my head. Then again, if I never take the bag off my head, I'll never have to know if she is looking or not. On the other hand, it's very hard to breathe in here. Oh, she's not looking at me. I wonder why she never looks at me. One more lunch hour over with. Only 2,863 to go. Yeah.
Do you know something, Schroeder? I think the way you play the piano is nice. Do you know something else? It's always been my dream that I'd marry a man who plays the piano. At parties he plays something nice like April showers. I'm sure you could play something nice like April showers. Or even Frere Beethoven's nice too. Just imagine what you think if someday you and I should get married. Wouldn't you like that if someday we two should get married? My Aunt Marion was right. Never discuss marriage with a musician.
Happiness is a fleeting thing, Eudora, but I think that a man can truly come close to it by directing the forces of his life towards one single goal that he believes in. But I don't think that a man's personal search for happiness is a selfish thing either, because by obtaining it for himself, he can help others to find it. Does that make any sense to you?
We had spaghetti in our house 3 times this week.
You know, a princess sort of thing, with a white dress and nice slippers, and a big ballroom. But I guess that's sort of silly, isn't it, Charlie Brown?
No, I mean, not at all. No, I mean, we all have our little daydreams or ambitions or whatever you want to call them. I mean, there's one I've had myself for years, but I've never told anyone.
What, Charlie Brown?
No, I don't think I should.
Oh, come on, you can tell us.
No, really, it's not the sort of thing
Oh,
I should
come on,
tell.
please. We wouldn't give it away. Come on.
Well, I've always wanted to be called Flash. Charlie, I'd like to be real athletic and have everyone call me Flash. I'd like to be so good at everything that all around school I'd be known as Flash.
What's the matter, sir? I don't know, Marcy. I was just jumping rope. Everything was all right. Then all of a sudden, it all seemed so futile. I'm sorry, sir.
Lord, better come back here with that ball! 1, 2, 3. It was always inspired by the beautiful sounds of countryside. Beethoven on his face! I hate cats. To me, cats are the crabgrass on the lawn of life. I agree. I'm a cat hater, a cat despiser, a cat lover. I'm so scared to death.
Hey, Snoopy. We're off to school. Hey there, fella. Gosh, it's good to see you.
You are such a sweet dog, Snoopy. I could just give you a big kiss. But of course I can't. It might mess up my naturally curly hair. Curse of a fuzzy face.
Okay, Snoopy, back in your doghouse. I'll be out later with your supper.
I think Snoopy is such a wonderful dog.
Me too. He's just about the best there is.
They like me, I think this well. Isn't it remarkable how things turn out so well? Present day, pretty sky, life goes on. Here I lie, not bad at all. Cozy home, board and bright, sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad at all. Faithful friends, always near me, bring me bones, scratch my ear. Little birds come to cheer me every day. Sitting here on my stomach with their sharp little claws, which are usually cold and occasionally painful. And sometimes there are so many that I can hardly stand it. Rats! I feel every now and then that I gotta bite someone. I know every now and then what I wanna be. I'd be a jungle animal crouched on the limb of a tree. La 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 la. I'd stand very, very still till I see a victim come. I'd wait knowing every well there to count. And then like the fierce jungle creature I am, I would pounce. I'd pounce! I'd pounce! Ay, 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 ay. You know, I never realized it was so far down to the ground from up here. Let me see. Where was I? Oh, that's right. The pretty sky, not bad at all. Cozy home, board and bread, sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I wonder if it'll snow tonight.
You're reading, sir?
Is that such a surprise?
Well, yes. I mean, No. I mean, what's it about?
Well, this Snow White has been having trouble sleeping, see? So she goes to this witch, which gives her an apple to eat, which puts her asleep, see?
Yep.
Just as she's beginning to sleep real well, you know, for the first time in weeks, the stupid prince had to come along, kiss her, and wake her up.
I admire the wonderful way you have of getting the true meaning of a story, sir.
Oh, hey, Jack, hey, Pigpen. Come on, Mercy.
Yes, sir.
Stop cutting me, sir.
Yes,
Pigpen, you are such a perpetual mess. My father would never allow me to be seen in public in such a state of disarray. I can tell just where you've been all week from the dirt on your clothes. Train tracks, playground, dump.
This is not the dust of the dump. This is the dust of ancient civilizations.
Yes, Violet, don't think of it as dirt. Think of it as the dust of far-off lands that was blown here and landed on Pigpen. He could be carrying some of the soil that was trod upon by Solomon, Genghis Khan, or Nebuchadnezzar.
You can't escape hygiene forever, Pigpen.
I think I'll just walk right up to that little redheaded girl and I'll introduce myself. I think I'll introduce myself and then I'll ask her to come over here and sit next to me. I think I'll ask her to come sit by me and then I'll tell her how I've always admired her. I think I'll flap my arms and fly to the moon.
Today is April Fool's Day, Charlie Brown. I think we'll play a little trick on you. I think we'll try a little trick. You understand what I'm saying, don't you?
You understand that this is April Fool's Day. You sure? I want you to
sure.
be certain you understand.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Hey, Charlie Brown, guess what? That little red-headed girl over there, she wants to give you a big hug and a kiss.
Really? Wow, this is fantastic.
April Fools! It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yesterday, I was a dog. Today, I'm a dog. Tomorrow, I'll probably still be a dog.
There's just a little hope of advancement. Snoopy! Do you see this stick? I, the human being, will throw the stick, and you, the dog, will retrieve it.
I, the dog, could not be less interested.
I got it! No, give me it back! I got it! Give me it back, that's my blanket! I got it!
You give me back my blanket.
No, I've got it and I'm going to keep it. This is just the start you need to help you break this disgusting habit.
Apparently, you haven't read the latest scientific reports. A blanket is as important to a child as a hobby is to an adult. Many a man spends his time restoring antique automobiles, collecting old telephones, building old model trains, or even studying about the Civil War. This is called playing with the past.
Really?
Certainly. And this is good for it helps these men to cope with their everyday problems. Now, I feel it was going to be absolutely necessary for me to get my blanket back, so I'm just going to give it a good yank. It's surprising what you can accomplish with some smooth talking and some fast action. Got you back again. Delightful. Without a blanket is like eating a cone without the ice cream. My blanket and me. do it. It's foolish, I know it. I'll try to outgrow it. But meanwhile, it's my blanket and me and me and me and me. Summertime?
Not yet.
Oh, summertime!
Not yet.
I am
Grit's gonna make my chicken taste like something special with no grease.
Linus, do you know what I intend? I intend to be queen. I am going to be the biggest queen there ever was. And I'm going to live in a big palace, the big front lawn, and lots of beautiful dresses to wear. And when I go out in my coach, all the people will wave and I will shout at them.
I believe queen is an inherited title. Yes, I'm quite certain. A person can only become queen by being born into a royal family of the correct lineage, so she can assume the throne after the death of the reigning monarch. I can't think of any possible way that you could ever become a queen. I'm sorry, but it's true.
And in the summertime, I'll go to my summer palace and I'll wear my crown swimming and all the people will cheer and I will shout. What do you mean I can't be queen?
It's true.
But there must be a loophole. This kind of thing always has a loophole. Nobody should be kept from being a queen if she wants to be one. It's undemocratic. It's usually just a matter of not the right people. I've had a few well-placed correspondents and I'll get to be queen in no time.
I think I'll go read a book.
I know what you can do. If you can't be queen, then be very rich. Work and work until you are very rich and buy yourself a queendom.
Good grief.
Yes, I will buy myself a queendom, and I will kick out the old queen and take over the whole operation myself. I will be head queen. Okay, switch channels.
Are you kidding? I'm not one of your royal subjects. What makes you think you can walk in here and take over?
These 5 fingers, individually, they are nothing. When I curl them together, they become a fighting force terrible to behold.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I see. I see. I got a C on my coat hanger sculpture. How can anyone get a C on a coat hanger sculpture? May I ask a question? Was it being judged on the piece of sculpture itself? If so, then is it not true that time alone can judge a work of art? Or was it being judged on my talent? If so, then is it right that I be judged on a part of life over which I have no control? If I was being judged on my effort, then I was surely judged unfairly, for I tried as hard as I could. Was I judged on what I learned from this project? If so, then then we're not you, my teacher, also being judged on your ability to transmit your knowledge to me. Are you willing to share my seat? Perhaps I was being judged on the quality of the coat hanger itself, out of which my creation was made. Now, is this not also unfair? Am I to be judged by the quality of the coat hangers used by the dry cleaning establishments that return our garments? Is this not the responsibility of my parents? Should they not share my seat?
I don't think you have anything to worry about, Sally. Miss Osmar will have to see the logic in your argument.
And only the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Little more speed, little more rope, little more wind, little more hope. Gotta get this stupid kite to fly. Gotta make sure it doesn't snag, doesn't droop, doesn't drag. Gotta watch out for every little whoops. Little less speed, little more tack, little less rise, little more slack. Gotta keep my wits about me now. Gotta make sure it doesn't get the best of me till I get it in the air somehow. Millions of little kids do it every day. They make a kite and poof, it's in the sky. Leave it to me to have a wonderful kite. Who likes to see a little kid cry? Little less talk, little more skill, little less luck, little more will. Gotta face this fellow eye to eye. Now that I've seen you chasing moles, climbing trees, digging holes, catching a string on everything passing by, why not fly? Wait a minute. What's it doing? It isn't on the ground. It isn't in a tree. It's in the air. Look at that. It's caught the breeze now. It's past the trees now, with room to spare. Oh, what a beautiful sight. And I'm not such a clumsy guy. If I really try, I can really fly a kite.
How are you today, Sally?
I'm mad at the whole world.
Are you mad at everybody? The whole world?
I'm mad at everybody.
Are you mad at all the animals and the birds and the fish? How about the trees and the flowers?
I'm mad at them too. I'm mad at everything.
Are you mad at the sky and the stars and the ground and the rocks? How about cars and buildings and TV and circuses and roller skates and bracelets?
You didn't mention jump ropes.
Are you mad at jump ropes?
I'm especially mad at stupid jump ropes.
Dear Ann Flanders, last year I sent out 51 Valentines and received 75. This year I sent out 58 Valentines and received 61. Am I right in blaming the zip code? Oh, hey Chuck.
Hi, Patty. Bye now. Here you go, little red-haired girl. This is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. That doesn't sound right. Here you go, little red-haired girl. This is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. I like it. You can do it. Just don't get nervous. This is for you, little red-haired girl. Happy Valentine's Day. This is for you, Merry Christmas! Hi, Frida. Oh, hey, wait a minute. You dropped something. Say, what is all this?
Valentines. They're for all the boys in my class at school I like.
Well, We wouldn't want to lose this one, now would we? With the initials CB on it.
No, I guess not.